As May turned to June, winter returned to Australia for another year, and we kick off our winter edition on Sunday, June 8, 2025, with Locomotive 3001 returning from Buxton, one of its regular steam shuttles, to its base at the New South Wales Rail Museum in Thirlmere during the King's Birthday long weekend. As always, 3001 rolls in smoothly, then backs up to couple onto the front of its carriages, ready for its next run. Now it's time for the final shuttle trip of the day. 3001 departs Thirlmere once again for Buxton while running through Kurrajard. At Buxton, the locomotive will run round its train in preparation for its return trip. Upon its return to Thirlmere and letting passengers disembark, 3001 now shuts its carriages into the museum's Great Train Hall. With the day's work done, the locomotive heads to the nearby yard by the roundhouse, ready to rest before more steam trips on Monday. The last time we saw 5917 was back in May 2024, and after getting some work done at Goulburn and the Southern Tablelands in July this year, the locomotive is seen once again gracing the rails as it traverses its way to Kiama in the Illawarra south coast with the picnic train from Tempe in Sydney's inner west on Sunday, July 20th, 2025. Here the locomotive is seen passing through Carlton. 4836 from Nurragingy Railway Workshops is seen assisting for the day. We now see the 59 class loco returning to Tempe at Illawarra.
The next train to arrive on platform 3 does not stop at this platform. Please stand behind the yellow line. Please stand clear.
Also on Sunday, July 20th, 2025, we visit the Nurragingy Miniature Railway at Doonside in Sydney's west. The Miniature Railway was created by the Northwestern Model Engineering Incorporated, who were based at Ludnam near Penrith, running Thomas the Tank Engine rides until 2014, where the site was shut down to make way for Western Sydney International Airport in Badgerys Creek. Today is one of their regular running days, with 2 steam and a few diesel locomotives. The steam locomotive that we've seen departing Nurragingy Station earlier is a miniature version of number 18 from the Sandy River and Rangley Lakes Railroad in the United States. It is now seen passing through the station after doing its 2 circuit trips. The real number 18 was built for the 2-foot 610mm railroad by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia in 1893 and was scrapped in 1936. This 060 tank engine in improved engine green was one of the Thomas backup models during the days of the train sheds' operations. Another miniature engine, but this time it's number 5124 from Sir William Stanion's famous Black 5 fleet that were built for the LMS in the United Kingdom. As we wait to see 5124 running on its own circuit run, we see a British Rail 04 class locomotive named Mavis, and the Sandy River number 18 pulling more passengers. And once again, the faceless improved engine Green Thomas. As number 18 passes by once again, 5124 now starts its solo circuit run. The real 5124 was built by Vulcan Foundry in 1935 and was withdrawn from service and scrapped in 1967. Then we see it once again on its second circuit run. Later in the day, number 18 is seen pulling into Nurragingy station. As the park nears its closing hour, we take one final look at number 18 passing by. Operations on the Nurragingy Miniature Railway happens every third Sunday of each month, and tickets are $4 Australian. You can visit their website for more information. Link is in the description. We now move back to the big railway, NC 3526 at Kogarah on Saturday, July 26, 2025, as the locomotive makes its way to Kiama in the Illawarra south coast with the steam to the surf train. (4918) is seen assisting the train. Next day, Sunday, July 27th, we see the 35 class loco passing through Illawarra on its second run to Kiama. Then on the return run, we see the 35 passing through Penshurst, making its way back to Sydney. On Thursday, August 14th, 2025, 3526 is seen passing through Illawarra in Sydney South from Tempe with the Berry Express, a one-way day trip for passengers to the small village in the Shoalhaven region in the south coast of New South Wales. (4916) is seen assisting. The train is in lead-up to the upcoming Shoalhaven steam train rides on the weekend of August 16th and 17th, 2025. The day before the 16th, the 35 will do a day trip from Berry to Wollongong and back.
Janelli, Sutherland, and then all stations to Cronulla. The stops for the 11:54 train to City Circle.
We return to Illawarra on Monday, August 18th, and before we see 3526 on its return run to Thirlmere, we see 4 GT46C Gen 2 units from Minildra Group. Man 002, seen at the lead, is named Simo. The units entered service in 2024 and were made by American manufacturer Progress Rail, with Man 013-2017 being delivered to Newcastle in late July 2025 from Morehead City, North Carolina. The operations of the units, as well as Minildra's freight operations, are done by Southern Short Haul Railroad. After that, 3526 is now seen passing through, heading for Tempe, where from there, it will make its way back home to Thirlmere.
The next train to arrive.
We now move into the month of August to see 5917 with the picnic train to Robertson in the Southern Highlands on Saturday, August 16th, 2025. The first stop is Douglas Park, also in the Southern Highlands, as an Endeavour car set pulls in with commuters. Next we see the 59 class loco charging through. (4836) is seen assisting for the day. Up next is Mittagong Station, and while we wait for the 59 class loco, we see 3 81 class diesels from Pacific National passing through with loaded cement. Then we see the 59 once again passing through. At Moss Vale, 5917 was uncoupled, as 4836 will lead the train to Robertson.
What's that?
While it was advertised that the steam engine was to travel to Robertson, operational issues had prevented the 59 class loco to travel down there, and thus the 48 class diesel will take the train instead. We hope these issues are short-term. The last time we were at Moss Vale, which was October 2024, the station was being upgraded to provide the needs for passengers with disability, limited mobility, parents and carers with prams, and with luggage. The upgrade was opened on July 26, 2025, and 5917 was in attendance on the day as well. As 4836 leaves Moss Vale, we move to Robertson to see it pulling in. .4836 was uncoupled from its train and is now seen making its way to the other end, ready for the return run to Moss Vale, while its passengers enjoy their afternoon in Robertson. Later in the day, 5917 was reunited with its train and roars through Burradoo as it makes its way to Sydney. To conclude the day, 5917 passes us at Menangle Bridge. 5917 returned to the Illawarra line between Saturday, August 23rd and Sunday, August 24th, 2025 with the Kiama picnic train. Here we see the loco climbing its way through Carlton on Saturday, while a Tangara set makes its way to Sydney with weekend commuters. .4836 from Junee is seen once again assisting the train. On Sunday, we see the 59 class loco passing through Illawarra. To conclude this segment, we see 5917 heading for Sydney through Carlton. The New South Wales Rail Museum had once again hosted their annual Day Out with Thomas weekends between Friday, August 29th to Sunday, August 31st. 4916 is seen leading the train to Buxton with 2705 is James, as both make their way to Kurrajard. With arrangements made by the crew of putting on the 27's headlights, the loco will now leave Kurrajard for Thirlmere, which was renamed to Sodor for the weekend. We caught up with the locomotive at Buxton. Then we see it arriving at Thirlmere. As passengers disembark, CPH Rail Motor 18, dressed as Toby, is seen taking passengers from the station to the museum. After families had gotten their photos, the loco will now head to the museum yard to be serviced for its next shuttle trip to Buxton. Later on, the loco makes its way back to the station for its next shuttle trip. As the 27 makes its way to Buxton, if you can just see in the distance, the Fat Controller, otherwise known as the Topham Hat, is seen waving the passengers away.
Don't say bye to him.
Closer, closer, come on. Come on. Closer. Oh.
It's okay, it's coming. Let's go inside.
We'll come back.
Later on, we see the 27 pulling into Thirlmere, while the rail motor makes its way to the museum once again. At the time of this video's release, there will be 3 more Thomas days between Friday, September 5th to Sunday, September 7th, 2025. For more information, visit the New South Wales Rail Museum website. Link is in the description. This is where we will end our winter edition for 2025.